Aha.
There we go. There we go. There we go. I don't know what happened, but good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. How's everybody doing this morning? Sorry we're late. We had a little snafu going on. Hope everybody's doing good. Trying to bring up the YouTube. Get the chat going. Maybe.
And nobody's in the chat yet.
Today. Oh, stop. 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 Oh my gosh. Stop it. Okay, enough of that stuff. I've had enough of that. Let's see here. Okay. Man. Must be just so many people on that it's weighing down the system or something. I don't know. Weird. The connection with YouTube and everything got kind of... Okay, stop it. Okay. Let's see. Get the chat popped out.
Here, Todd. Here, Fishing. Here, Shirley. Here, Maureen. Here, Mike.
Hi, Maureen. Hi, Shirley. Fishing and picking. Mike, thanks for coming in.
Fishing's calling roll. He said here. Here.
Present. Where's my present?
Different kind of present.
What happened to Maggie?
She came in and her sound wasn't working, and then she left.
Oh. Well. Shoot. Let's see. How's that? Thank you. This is a new one, and it says, Peace, Love, Coffee from Kauai Coffee Company. I found it on the Posh, and I liked it, and I bought it. Got to stimulate the economy, right?
Yep.
So
I stimulated it some yesterday. I heard Scott the Bearded Picker the other day said Walmart has GoPro 8s for $299, and I ordered one.
Oh, look at you. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, and I got the strappy kit thing that you can clip it on straps or on a bicycle or on a top of your head or wherever.
So it's got all kinds of straps.
Yeah, it's a whole kit.
Nice.
Plus an extra battery, so I spent $333.
That's not bad.
And then tax made it like 360. So
Uh-huh.
now my videos will be less unprofessional. Maggie is still not making sound.
No. What about now? Nope, can't hear you.
Nope.
See if your headphones are connected.
My headphone's connected to the ankle bone connected to the knee bone connected to the thigh bone. Now hear the word of the Lord. That's an old spiritual.
Yeah.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Look at that. Who knew?
You would think I would think of that, wouldn't you?
What'd you do?
I just to make sure my headphone was plugged in.
Oh,
like you
well,
said.
There you go.
Yikes.
Believe me, I have been through it all with the headphone stuff.
Just hate it when I do stupid stuff.
Well, you know, there was a lot of times where things weren't working and all I had to do was turn the headphones on. Yeah, stupid move, but you know, I've done it all. I've had all kinds of problems, and most of the time it's me.
So, Todd, does that mean you're going to like start doing videos on the go, like going to yard sales and stuff live?
I probably won't do live. I don't do live.
But just
I don't even know how to do live.
Videos are better though. You get better.
Yeah.
Better stuff.
I kind of meant just while you were out, not live, but while you were out.
Yeah.
And stuff out like that.
More videos from Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I bought it. I just.
Did you splurge a little bit?
Yeah, I was thinking of getting one for Christmas, and then I never did because I just, they cost too much, and I've got this good cell phone. I don't need it. But then they went on sale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, Maureen. I haven't seen Maureen in a while. Hey, Bumcrack and Hank.
Twist my arm. I
Fishing
bought
and
it.
Picking and Mike.
I've never had anything like a GoPro, so there's going to be a learning curve, I'm sure.
That's pretty cool.
First few videos are going to be like really stupid.
Nah.
Look at my yard. Hey.
That's okay.
Look at the sky. Instead of pointing the camera at what I want to take a video of, I'll probably be, and here's my feet.
Well, that's good. Sometimes you have to, you know, we put a lot of work into, and even though Todd says he's part-time, you still put a lot of work into your business. And I think sometimes you have to splurge a little bit and, you know, and spend some money. And a good way to do that is, you know, beef up your business a little bit. You know, spend something on your business or yourself. You know, why not? You're worth it. You're definitely worth it.
It pays to buy, and the GoPro is supposed to be a really good piece of equipment, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a really good piece of equipment.
Yeah. I've had a little windfall from the video game stuff, so I'm spending some of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what money's for, to spend.
Mm-hmm.
That's my philosophy.
Haven't spent any money on gasoline to go anywhere, so.
And other than
saved a little there.
Other than your little expenditure with the video game lot. I mean, you really haven't had to spend any money at the Lutheran
Yeah.
church or yard sales or.
Oh, I've already paid off the
Yeah.
video game lot.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, and then you could put the old hag on camera.
She might not like that. In fact, I don't know. I'll probably, next time the rummage sale is open, I'll have to go up and ask if I can video. They probably won't like that.
No, they may not.
Let's see.
So you remember my buyer who sent me that really weird and strange message about wanting to buy my CD set for $10 and why wouldn't I sell it to him?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I get another message this morning that says, I'm very, very sorry for the inconvenience, but I don't get paid till next weekend and I really want to buy this spot set. So please excuse me. If I get paid next weekend, please let me know what you think. Text me back. Thank you. Let me know what you think. So I guess.
Isn't it
That's-
funny how some buyers think we have nothing better to do than spend time helping them with their little problems?
I am not.
I just-
I'm thinking maybe he tried to buy and found he was blocked,
Right.
but I don't know.
Yeah. The thing is I know that you should, via good customer service or whatever, but you don't have to answer every email.
No, I didn't answer the last one.
Yeah. And so
And
I would just let it hang. I have expressed to customers, that this is not a layaway, and if you want it, it's there to buy. If you don't get paid till next week, then you're taking a chance that it may not be there next week. When you get paid. So I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. I mean, what gets me is there's others. Now that I'm looking at it, there's others for less than mine. So why is he fixated on mine? Why not? Mine's listed at 25 plus shipping. There's another listed for $24.99 with free shipping. So I don't understand why he's fixated on mine. Go buy it from somebody else.
Yeah.
But that shows me I really should probably lower my price anyway.
I wonder if somebody, I wonder if it's really fishing and picking doing that to you and choking.
It could be. It could be.
Thinking maybe Mike or fishing and picking or Nikki or somebody just messing with you. Somebody started a separate eBay account just to troll all of us.
I've had 2 people do that send me, I don't know the circumstances, but for whatever reason I blocked them because I didn't want to deal with them, and then they created a new account and bought the thing anyway. And both times I was afraid they were gonna cause trouble, and then neither time they did. But Fish and Pickin says no, not me. Mike says, sounds like your buyer may be mentally challenged. That may be very true. But the first message was so crazy. Honestly, I didn't want to deal with them.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do that.
Yeah, I mean, really, there's a lot of goofy people around. You see them all the time at yard sales, garage sales. You walk up there and the people running the sale are just stupid.
Mm,
You know,
true.
how
Hi,
much
Glenn.
for the CDs? Oh, they're $2 a piece. Okay, never mind. Would you take less if I bought all of them? They're $2 a piece. You can pick out whichever one you want. But what if I bought all of them? Would you give me a discount? They're $2 a piece. You know, just
I remember one time I went to a yard sale. The lady had these craft books, I think, and it wanted, I don't know, $3 a piece or something. So I asked her if I took all of them, could I have them for $1 a piece? And there probably were about 30 or 40 of them there. And she said no. And her husband argued with her because he's like, come on, you could get rid of them all at once. No, no, they're worth more than that. And she was kind of nasty about it. I was like, that's fine. Morning, Tom. Morning, Sally. Is Sally in the waiting room?
Let me look here.
But in any case, I just walked away and I could hear her talking about me as I walked away, cheap, cheap and all that. And then a year later, I went to a yard sale the next summer at the same place, and she had them all there for like $0.25 a piece. So
Oh
I
my
bought
gosh.
them.
people are funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like the
Morning,
garage sales
Sally.
when they have their dogs running around. I love it. Dogs are more fun at garage sales than about any other time.
Sally, are you awake?
Yeah, barely. I fell asleep on my desk. That's why I'm late.
Oh my gosh.
I'm tired.
You're off.
But
I
your
know.
top is cute.
Thank you.
Is that
This
the
is
one
my
with the flamingos?
flamingos.
Yeah,
Yep.
so cute.
That is super cute.
I like it.
Good, good, good.
There's Tom in the chat.
I was very upset yesterday.
Why?
So I got this, I ordered my steamer, and because I was doing hard goods basically all weekend, I didn't plug it in until yesterday, because yesterday I was going to do clothes. Well, I go to plug it in, and there's the motor's running, but it's not cycling any of the water through.
Oh,
so there's no steam coming through. I was like, are you kidding me? So I messaged the seller and I said, hey, we got a problem.
Yeah.
And they messaged me this morning, because I didn't know how they were going to process it. And, so they just said, if you want a replacement, that you can just go through eBay and process it, and either you can get a replacement. I'll probably just get a refund, and then I don't know what I'll do after that.
Was it new? Was it new?
It was refurbished.
Oh, refurbished.
It was listed as refurbished, but yeah, there was nothing working on it. They really should test them before they put them on the shelf as working, So. But that's
my thrift store. They put a little sticker on the butterfly sticker on their stuff that they've tested, and it works.
Yeah.
Morning, Karen.
This is my last item from Cindy White that I got for my birthday. It sold last night on Poshmark.
Oh, awesome.
Good.
It was
Did
not
you
a
get
cat.
your Did you get your package?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Why is that harsh, Tom? He says, why don't you ever tell me my shirt's cute?
Because neon green isn't.
because you got to be on here for you to get a
I
compliment.
told him because solid orange isn't cute.
Good morning, Beth and Karen.
True. I'm gonna put. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let me see here.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Hank.
Did I? Yeah, I did. I'm confused right now. Hang on. Let me go over here.
I was very bad last night.
You were very bad?
I was very mad.
Oh, mad.
I nearly gave up. I got dressed for work and everything, and went to go outside, and it's freaking pouring rain. And so I know that I'm gonna get a little bit wet, you know. I have my coat on, I have a hood on. I go outside and there's not a whole lot of light where my truck was because it was parked a little bit over more than what it usually is.
Right.
So I go out there to get my truck and my feet are completely covered in water.
Oh.
Like it's going in my socks and all of that. It's on the bottom legs of my pants. My whole shoes are wet. My whole socks are wet. So I threw my stuff in the truck and I went back in the house and I had to change my socks and I put my boots on. And I'm like, man, I hope these boots hold against the water because, you know, I waterproofed them like 3 or 4 times this year.
Right.
So I was like, man, I hope they hold. So I went back out there and got in the truck and everything, and they held. I didn't get my feet wet, so I was happy about that. But man, at first I was like almost ready to call it quits.
Oh,
Oh.
it stinks.
It was pretty bad. I didn't know if I was gonna be at work last night.
You know, it's those little things. It's those little things where you just want to say, screw it.
Yeah, that stinks.
And they're not so little, you know. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, this has been kind of a hard week for me anyways. And then like yesterday I was short 2 packs of cigarettes.
Uh-oh.
And I guess the register just didn't ring up or something, or maybe I didn't ring them. I don't know how I didn't ring them up, but that's what it looks like. And so I was like, this sucks, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't like to be short. I do everything I possibly can not to be short.
Right.
But it happened.
Well, at least you're done for a couple of days.
Yeah.
So. All right. I put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come in.
Hi, Karen.
Short people got nobody. Short people got nobody.
What are you singing?
Short people. You don't remember that song?
No.
Yeah, I remember it.
They wear
Morning.
platform shoes on their nasty little feet.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, there's all kinds of lyrics.
Don't remember that one. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Short people got nobody to love.
Yeah, I had kind of a crappy. I had a headache a
Yeah.
lot of the day yesterday, so it was not good. I think that is because of my hair. My hair getting too long.
Well,
The guy that sang that song did the Toy Story song.
okay. You got a friend in me.
Yep.
That's a good song.
But that was just kind of a joke song, and he said he caught so much flack over it, and he said, "You know why I'm catching so much flack over this? Is because..." And then he started singing the song. Because short people, they really got nobody to love. Just so you can just
Oh,
take your little short body and the heck with you.
Did you see my post on Facebook this morning?
no.
I put pictures of my yard and pictures of my vegetable garden that I have on the kitchen table.
Uh-huh.
That his name, Beth, Randy Newman? That's the guy's name.
And I put Mother Nature finally put out an executive order of her own. Stay in or I will make you cold and uncomfortable. And I wrote, glad I am keeping the veggies inside for a few more weeks. You never know when she's going to turn on you.
Mhm.
Because we got snow. We got bad rain, probably 3 or 4 inches of rain.
Mhm.
And then the wind was crazy. We had about 60 miles per hour winds last night.
Wow.
And it was like it kept switching directions. And so after all this rain, because it was like hitting the window of the store, and so it did that, and then you could see the wind. You could see the wind carrying the rain,
Mhm.
and you could see it, pushing the rain around, and then all of a sudden, snow.
Huh.
And then snow fell for probably 30 minutes, and with all that wind, it started sticking.
Mm.
It just cooled it off so much that it started snicking. It started snicking.
What?
Obviously, I can't talk today. I don't know what snicking is, but
Wow. You got a pass because you're tired. You worked last night. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. I was like, I need to go take a nap. Wake up.
did you sleep last night?
Not really. I woke up at I went to bed about 11, which is early for me.
Yeah.
And then woke up at 3. The dogs woke me up at 3 and went back to bed. And then I woke up at 5:30. So,
Ugh.
yeah. Karen's at the beach says, Sally, I planted radish, green beans in my garden. Hope they make it. I have tomato seeds in a pot in the house. You get those crazy cold spring days in Michigan. Warm days are coming. Warm days are coming. I'm telling you, they're coming. They're right around the corner.
I'm ready.
I'm ready too. It's supposed to be really beautiful out today. It's supposed to be 72 and sunshine. Sunny
Well,
sunshine.
Well, flip that around, and then that's what we got.
27.
Good grief.
Ugh. I can finally say that because I ain't there now. Ugh.
It's so hard sometimes.
I know. I know.
It's like,
I get it.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, that's why you need to move to Texas with me. I told Brandon we need to move next door to each other.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, I want y'all to move to Texas so I can see you once in a while, but I don't want you here with me.
Well, I know.
No, we're gonna move right next door to you.
No.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna rent your cat shed.
Morning, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Yeah. These neighborhood cats live better than I do. They got their comfy little beds and their little infrared heater, and their food bowl is always full. And
yep. Oh, Mike. It always seems like winter always lasts so long.
Yes,
like,
it does.
You know, if you look at it, I mean, here in Kansas, we've been doing winter for about 6 months, and that's enough. I've had enough of that.
Yeah.
I am not.
Because since October,
I'm not doing that.
See, the end of September is just, it's still warm, and then the whole month of October, it seems like it just gears up and changes into winter.
Yup. Oh.
And then you get those 45-degree days where it's like, woo. And instead of, this is nice, 45 degrees, you know, you are freezing your ass off. Like said, end up hotter than Hank. Yeah, you know, like it doesn't get super hot here most of the time. So about 90 is what it gets. I mean, it's definitely, there's been days where it's hotter than that, probably like 96 or something, but it doesn't get like 100 degrees over here.
Yeah.
So, but even our 90-degree days are pretty warm because of the humidity.
Right.
Hank says, are you the catnip or what this morning? Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I'm off for 3 days.
Yeah.
I had plenty.
I am sure. Sally, how far are you from Kalamazoo?
Pretty far, probably about 2.5, 3 hours.
That's not that far.
Nikki is waiting.
Okay.
I know that Kelly, Mama,
Hip flip Mama.
Yeah, she lives in Kalamazoo.
And how far are you from there?
2.5 hours, probably.
Oh, what's not terrible?
No.
I think Beth was thinking of coming out your way.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Maybe you and she and Hip Flip and Mama could meet halfway somewhere.
Yeah,
That would
that'd
be
be awesome.
amazing.
It'd be fun. Wouldn't it be fun to meet in person?
That would be a
Mhm.
blast. That would be a blast.
Although if we cruise, Todd promised we're going to have prom. We're going to wear our prom dresses on the cruise ship.
I ain't doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
I never wore a prom
I'd
dress.
have to get me a dang
Oh.
curtain or a drape or something and just drape it around me.
Like, I thought this was a toga party.
Right?
Well,
Yeah.
that's awesome, Beth. She says she's probably going to Kalamazoo.
Nice.
When are you doing that?
Yeah, I did go to 2 proms, and I was never a junior or a senior. So go figure that one out.
Older boyfriends.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I never got to go to prom, even one time.
You never went to a prom?
No, I didn't get to go.
No, I never did either.
I ruined it for Sally.
Yes, you did.
How did you ruin
And
it?
then
'Cause
she
I was
did.
I was a bad girl.
Yeah, she was. And I was innocent.
Oh,
And
now that's a little bit much there. That's a little bit, yeah.
And I was, and so, you know, I didn't get to go. And then the next few years down the road, my younger sister wants to go with a boy, and she gets to go. And my brother, yes, she went with that one guy that, oh God, I don't remember what his name was, but she was pretending to be straight, you know? And,
Right.
And
Right. I understand.
And Brian?
Yeah.
Does that
Yeah.
sound right?
That sounds good.
And
Alrighty then. So you weren't allowed to go. You were not allowed to go?
No. My boyfriend, which ended up to be my first husband, he asked my dad, and my dad told him no.
Huh.
And I wasn't we didn't get grounded. If we did something, we just got spanked.
We got beat.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
He used a belt.
They didn't beat Sally enough, though.
Apparently they didn't beat Valerie enough.
Apparently.
Sally had to pay.
That's
So
right.
Sally had to pay.
Yeah,
Yep.
Sally had to pay. Yeah.
It's okay.
Fishing and picking went. My sister went to, oh my God, she went to all the proms. She went to her prom. She went to all the different proms. And she had the cutest dresses. I was so jealous of all her prom dresses.
So why didn't you go to prom?
I just didn't. I just was never asked to a prom.
Aw.
I know. But see, I went to a girls' school. So high school, which she did too. I mean, it didn't hinder her in any way. But yeah, no, that's okay.
Aw.
She was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Tom went to prom when he was 35.
I want to go to prom.
Fishing and Pickens said, I went to about a dozen proms. It was like the movie 50 First Dates or Groundhog Day for me.
Oh, my sister used to switch off dresses. She and her girlfriends would each buy a dress, and then they would switch dresses, and so they would each wear each other's dresses to all the proms. So it was a lot of fun seeing her.
Yeah.
You know, going to all those.
I think it's something that everybody, I think it's something that everyone should experience.
Yeah,
So yes,
probably.
if that's what we're having on the cruise, then yes, I will put on dress and I will do it up, and yes, for my sister.
You want to wear your prom dress, Sally, on the
Yeah.
cruise?
I would do that.
Actually, the last time we cruised, we skipped formal nights in the dining room and just, yeah. Oh, Karen says Maggie promised not all it's cracked up to be. The guy was a jerk and I got a ride home early. Oh, well, that stinks. Beth wasn't allowed to go to prom because we weren't allowed. Oh,
I mean, it could be worse. You could go and decide to get knocked up, you know,
yeah.
on that night. There's always worse situations that could have happened if you would have stayed or if you wouldn't have went.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably just as well if the guy was.
I was told that I could go to prom, but that we couldn't dance.
Okay.
What a freaking
I'm like, well, isn't that part of the whole prom? And the thing is we listened to him. Like, it wasn't like he was hanging around anywhere. I'm surprised we didn't just, say,
You didn't
yeah, whatever.
dance?
No,
You
Oh
didn't
my
dance.
God.
because he told the guy that. He told the guy that. Yeah.
Oh my God. I
Was-
would have
did
said,
he-
I don't care what my dad says or
Yeah.
dancing with me.
I'm dancing.
That's why you weren't allowed to go, Sally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Because I would have danced my
they knew
ass
you wouldn't
off.
listen.
I will tell you, there was a dance in junior high and it was in the middle of the school day.
Uh-huh.
And that was like one of my favorite days in my junior high years.
Yeah.
It was like one of my favorite days. It was like 2 hours long,
Uh-huh.
right after lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like a dance area, there was like a stage area at Bartlett. It was like a stage area. And then down in the outside cafeteria part, they had taken all the tables out. And so you could dance right there too. And it was so fun because me and my friends, we were standing around each other and just dancing, talking, laughing, having fun.
Yeah.
And it was,
Oh, jeez. Baptists don't have sex standing up because someone was singing.
Oh my gosh. No, we grew up Pentecostal.
Oh,
Assembly of God.
so dancing was sinful.
Yes. Yeah.
My grandma sure danced a lot in church though.
But that was the only time she was allowed to dance.
Yeah.
Yep.
I suppose in Pentecostal, you're not allowed to dance unless you're with your husband, unless you're married.
Not even then.
No, you're not
really?
even. You're not supposed to dance at all.
Dance in the Holy Spirit. That's it.
Huh. I went to Catholic school where you had to kneel on the floor so they could measure your skirt length to make sure it wasn't too short.
Oh my
And you
gosh.
couldn't wear patent leather shoes because they would reflect up your dress. The boy might be able to see the reflection up your dress.
You know what? I never thought of that, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I never thought about that, but geez, that does. I mean, it's just like an epiphany. Crazy, huh? Shirley says Valerie and Salary. There you go. Your dad didn't do well with parenting, and your mom must have been a good mom, or you wouldn't be who you are. And that is total true, right? I mean that's what it's all about.
Yeah. My mom sacrificed for us. She like even her marriage. Like there was lots of things that she did just on her own because she thought we should experience things.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially with Valerie. When Valerie was 13 years old, I remember my mom took her to the park to see a boy, and we sat in the parking lot, and her and this boy went down wherever, and Valerie came back and she got all these freaking hickeys on her neck.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Yes, I remember.
You harlot.
And I was like 7 or 8 years old. But I remember, and mom was like saying, "You better get your makeup out, girl, because
you're gonna have to figure out how to
you
hide
have
all
to
those.
cover that up." And remember, you would take the thing from a tube of lipstick, the cover from a tube of lipstick, and if you pushed it really hard and twisted it,
Yeah.
it would take out hickeys.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it
morning,
freaking
Dee.
hurt.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt, but I got real good at it.
But my mom did. My mom did stuff like that because she wanted us to experience things like I had a boyfriend at church. You know, he would go to church with me and stuff, and then afterwards we would usually go to pizza on certain nights, like Sundays or something. Nope.
You got some background noise there with your story.
So she would take us to pizza or whatever, and you know, we'd find a quiet corner, you know, and make out or whatever, and then like she would offer to take him home so that we could have our little time too, you know. So
Yep.
you know, she sacrificed for us.
Either that or she wanted grandkids.
Well, I mean, this was when I was like 13 years old, so I don't think she was wanting grandkids from me at that time. But I mean, I know she wanted grandkids, but
Yep.
she got them.
Yeah. Those were the days.
Well, at least you appreciate your mom more, and you have good memories with your mom, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, my dad was way too busy making movies and stuff.
He says making out in the corner of the pizza shop. Say what now? Like the world couldn't still see y'all. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, like we'd find a booth or something away from everybody else, you know, or be in the arcade. There was like a little arcade room. It'd be in the arcade room.
Those were the days.
A Pac-Man machine will never be the same.
Nope.
We used to have this spot. We used to have this spot where they stored their tables and stuff, extra tables and stuff at the roller rink in this corner. And that's where we'd go make out in the dark.
Yeah.
I've made out on every edge of that freaking church too.
Oh my gosh. Too much this morning.
I'm like, well, Dad said he wanted me to find somebody at church. I'm just doing what he said. Yes.
Oh, fishing and picking. I remember the first time getting busted. Truck. Yep. Truck at the movie theater.
I remember hiding in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
because and then that's when they started, charging for a carload instead of by person.
Yeah. Because you could stuff as many people as you wanted in the trunk. You were still going to pay
Yeah.
whatever it was. That's right, Tom. Sharon Tuesday.
Mhm.
I know, Shirley.
I am not bum crack.
We did some pretty crazy stuff.
Well, since it's Sharon Tuesday, Sally, you can have all the gummies you want because I ain't ever eaten another one in my life.
Really? Why?
I got so freaking sick.
Did you get stoned?
Oh God, bad. I started spinning and everything. It was bad, really bad.
Yeah.
My friend only eat half.
How many milligrams was it?
I don't know, but it must have been strong. He told me to take only half. I only took half. Well, then later, my husband's like, "Are you feeling any relief yet?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, why don't you just take the other half?"
Oh God.
I don't think these are the strong ones, anyways. And I'm like, "All right." I took the other half, and I mean, I just kept getting higher and higher and higher. And then all of a sudden, I was almost like drunk. I mean, I was staggering and everything. And I was like, I'd like stand there and I was blacking out for a couple seconds and then I come to again. And oh my God, it was horrible. I spent probably an hour in the bathroom puking my guts out.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then I says, yeah, I said, the pain went away long enough for me to hold my puke bucket. Oh, no, I ain't doing that again. Then my friend's like, well, I got some smaller ones. I was like, nope, I ain't even taking any again, ever again. Nope. No more.
Well, this is the thing. Your body processes it different through the liver.
Oh,
and so it doesn't even matter like what your tolerance is or anything. You could smoke pot all day long, every single day for 5 years. And then the first time you do an edible, it could get you so messed up because it's just completely different. And so you have to really take care with stuff like that, because
I ain't taking anymore ever again. So
I would say so. If you got so sick you puked, I mean, that's not a normal reaction.
Well, I've smoked pot before, probably like 4 times in my life, and I remember a few times I got sick from it. And I thought it was because I was drinking too, but apparently not. Because I wasn't drinking yesterday. Thank God. I don't know what would happen to me if I was drinking too.
Well, yeah, but that's different. See, you cannot compare like smoking pot to eating pot. It's completely 2 different things.
No. Well.
And
yeah, because I got sicker yesterday than I ever did smoking it.
But the reason you probably got sick when you were smoking and drinking is because you were smoking and drinking, because that's exactly what happens to me. I got way too stoned, even just one hit. I got way too stoned, and then I ended up getting sick at the end of the night.
Some of my daughters found it very amusing.
Oh, I bet.
They couldn't call me pothead yesterday. They're like, "That's what you get, pothead." Like,
oh my gosh.
The first time I smoked a little bit of medical marijuana, I got stoned for 7 hours, and I decided I was going to quit smoking. I talked myself into it subconsciously, and my kids made fun of me all day. They kept going behind me and like poking me and whispering things, and to see if I would hear them, and they were just messing with me the whole day. And but then I ended up quitting smoking at the end of the night. So it was kind of like I showed you, you know. Why isn't Beth in here?
I don't know.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I told everybody never again will I do it again.
yeah. Well, that's too bad because it really can be beneficial.
Oh yeah, it helped my hands at first. My first reaction to it when it was first starting was like, oh, this is kind of nice. I'm getting a little high, no pain in my hands. It's all right. I don't mind this. But as it got worse and worse, I mean, oh man, I was spinning and everything. Oh, bad. It was bad. It was
Yeah.
really bad. But that's why I've never done, one of the reasons why I've never really done hardcore drugs, because I've had a bad experience every time I've tried. So,
Yeah.
Just gotta keep trying.
huh?
You just
Don't
gotta,
give up.
you gotta keep trying.
Don't never give up.
Find something that works for you.
My doctor just said pot is not hardcore. Well, you know what I mean.
Maybe need to do some DMT or something.
Oh, yeah, Beth's working for the man today.
Oh, I'm sorry, Beth.
Yeah, hardcore drugs. I've had a couple of bad experiences with weed before, so I mean I do understand that. I do understand.
You have?
Yeah.
It was really bad. Oh,
Yeah. But
I was sick all day yesterday. All day. I took them around, I don't know, somewhere around noonish, and I was literally sick all day. I mean, I was puking for over an hour, and then I was just laying around, just lethargic all day, just sicker than, just my stomach was all just messed up. Never again. Nope.
I would never do. I'm very leery because I feel like that things can be laced. You know, like if you did a joint or something, I feel like it could be easily laced with something else, and I feel like that's what happened to me when I had a bad experience. It was laced with something else.
This came from a good friend, so it wasn't that problem.
And usually things aren't going to be laced because that would involve them spending more money on your product. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Well, yeah,
more
no,
money.
but they do it to get you hooked, is what it is.
Well,
yeah. That cured me of that. That reaction. It was bad. It was bad. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got it from a good friend, so that's not the problem. But just I have just an intolerance to pot, apparently.
yeah, I don't think anybody's actually been said to have been allergic to it, but I guess it could happen.
Sure.
And especially if it's too much for your body to process, then that's possible too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have been fine with a half, but
there's people that smoke pot every day, all day or whatever for like years, and then they eat an edible and they're like, oh my God, what is this that you gave me? You know, they think that their stuff was messed with because they're not used to filling this high without, you know what I mean? It's a different feeling.
It's definitely a different feeling. You get higher with the edible, I think, because like I've smoked joints before and I've only had maybe like 10 seconds of a little whoo in my head, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know, and then it was gone. That's why I've never really gotten into pot, because it never did anything for me. Well, wow. I definitely got high yesterday, higher than a freaking kite, and it was bad. And for a long time, it wasn't going away. I was like, oh my God, this has got to go away.
And it's more of the concentration, I think, Cindy.
Mhm.
You know, the concentration of weed into the butter, or however they're, you know, making the candies.
Yeah.
The concentration can be really strong, and really, you know, all you need is a little arm off of that gummy bear, you know, to get you to feel a little bit of a difference.
That's awesome, Beth. Congratulations.
19.5. Good job.
Very good. Tom says, picture this, Rock Hill, South Carolina, 1974. People were putting in extra something in people and people were in comas. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
What were they putting? Like heroin or something?
Probably a little bit, maybe some
LSD.
heroin, you know, something to really make you trip out, you know.
LSD, probably.
Maybe, you know, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
They're doing studies now on like MDA, and you know, that's kind of like the stuff that how people say that they lick the frog or whatever, even though they don't lick the frog to get high. It's, you know, they extract it's almost like a venom from a frog, and then they smoke it, and it's done in like a lot of tribal areas, like you know, American Indians and stuff, and so, or Native American Indians, I should say. And so so that's kind of what like MDA is in that they're in that sort of kind of drug.
Yeah.
And they're testing a lot of that now because it's shown to help people with PTSD and stuff. And a lot of people that are coming back from Iraq that have that, they're trying it out on those people, and it's actually becoming a really good thing for them. Type of treatment therapy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ludes. I don't know. Ludes are a pill, aren't they? Yeah, Quaaludes.
You can sniff that though just as well as you can.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Jennifer.
Jennifer.
I don't know. I don't.
Jennifer, Cindy.
I'm sitting
not
here with this package trying to.
I'm not a druggie, never have been, and I just not even taking it. But at least now I know.
Sorry.
Okay.
I guess at least now I know.
Yep. No druggos for you.
Nope. Well, that was one time when I was when I broke my kneecap, and the emergency room sent me home with with Lortab, and I was taking Lortabs, and I was just puking my guts out horribly all weekend. And then I would like get this really bad itchy nose, and my face was all itchy, and I was going crazy. And besides all the puking I was doing, but my kneecap was broke. I had to take something. I was in horrible pain. And I was like, how in the hell do druggies live like this? You know, it's like, God, this is not worth it, you know? So yeah, I don't take any of that stuff because it just all makes me sick.
Tom says, if you would all live a clean, wholesome life like me, you would not worry about such things. Now turn your hymnal page.
Yeah.
Just the way I am. First, second, and fourth verse. Oh my gosh. Come on now.
Oh.
All right, Todd. What's the topic for today? Let's get off
Well, I
the.
got nothing to add to this conversation because I've never tried marijuana, so I was like, I don't know.
All
Mm-mm.
right.
Yes.
Another
I
topic.
said that once before, and all y'all went, "Really? Never? What? You
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe because you went to college, and that's usually when
And you were
that
in the
Yeah,
stuff
you were in
happens.
that
you
generation.
probably had your share of drinking though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever gotten drunk?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. See, you are human.
There you go. You redeemed yourself, Todd.
Well, I don't know the first thing about drugs, and yeah, if people talk about drugs, I have no clue what the hell they're talking about. I don't know if I ever told you this story, but one time my brother-in-law showed me this thing. He's like, look at this, I just bought this today, and he showed me this thing and had like moon and stars on it and whatever, and I was like, oh, that's nice, you know, and I handed it back to him, and my sister-in-law's like, well, I don't think she even knows what that is. He goes, sure she does. This is not really, I don't. I thought it was like a spoon or something. Well, here it was his pot pipe, and he's like, yeah, when I smoke it, it glows, and I'm like, okay, I have no clue. I didn't even know that was a pot pipe. So I had no clue. I thought it was like a fancy spoon or something. I don't know.
Can you imagine somebody trying to use a pot pipe for a spoon?
Oh my gosh.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fancy little spoon or something that you put on your shelf. I didn't know what the hell it was.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
funny.
Maggie, when is the baby due? Queen
Baby's
City Picker said.
June 20th.
June 20th.
Yeah,
That's the day before.
That's exciting.
Or,
it is. Considering we haven't even set eyes on them in over a month now.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm hopeful by then things will be a little more opened up.
Yeah.
I've done lost my mind because I was thinking that June 21st was Julie's birthday, but it's actually my ex-husband's birthday.
Oh.
Well, Julie's birthday is Valerie's daughter's birthday is the 15th.
Right.
Today is my daughter Brandy's birthday.
Oh,
Today?
what's up, Brandy's?
Oh, happy birthday, Brandy.
It's actually my friend BJ's birthday today, and it's also our cousin Buzz's birthday.
Is it his birthday today?
Yeah.
Oh.
June 23rd is my son's birthday, so it would be kind of fun if the baby was born on his birthday, wouldn't it?
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Or she could be born early and be born on my birthday. Just made.
That's way early though.
It's too early.
No, it's not too early.
You want that baby to cook a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah, let it cook till June 27th. That's my birthday.
Okay. I guess he'll come when he's darn good and ready.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was watching, I'm hooked on that show, Sister Wives.
Oh, yeah.
God.
And one of the children had a baby. And then they show the whole thing. They don't show the whole thing. They didn't actually go into the birthing room. But the baby was born with some kind of condition that it had missing fingers and no.
Oh, really?
No. What's the fibula? Is that the bone in the lower? Is that like the shin bone?
Yeah.
Like the baby was born with no fibula.
Oh, wow.
So.
Poor thing.
Yeah. So it'll have to have surgeries and.
So is this?
It's kind of a shame.
Who had the baby? Do you remember?
Maddie.
Okay.
Maddie and
had,
Kaylee.
Yeah, she had two. She had one or two before that.
She had one. She had Max.
Okay.
And
All
they
right.
showed that whole birth at home.
Right.
And in this case, she's living in North Carolina or somewhere. And they had the baby in a birthing center.
Uh-huh. Well, they
But
probably could already tell that there was
they, right.
issues, so they were prepared for it.
She said they knew there was some problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not in Utah no more?
No.
No.
Oh.
I don't think any of them are in Utah. The main family moved to Arizona.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. They
And
moved to Arizona.
Maddie and her husband moved to, I think, North Carolina. Yeah, Beth says Maddie, her second kid. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they moved from Utah. They got forced out of Utah
Oh.
because it was potentially
Right.
they could have
Been
he could have
arrested.
gotten or been arrested. So then they moved to Las Vegas, and they were
Oh,
in
yeah.
Vegas for quite a while.
For years, yeah. And
I don't even know why they didn't stay there, because they were in a pretty good situation. Everybody was pretty happy. They had those houses built in the cul-de-sac. I mean, it really can't get much better than that, you know.
Wasn't it something to do with not being able to buy the houses or?
No,
But
they
owned their homes in Las
They
Vegas.
purchased all of the houses.
Yeah, my Kelty is in Utah.
Right.
I think she's the only one that might still be in Utah. There never to me was a great explanation of why. They just all of a sudden he decided he wanted to move to Arizona for some reason. Then they bought this big pot of land.
I heard they got chased out of Utah.
They did get chased out of Utah.
They did get chased out of Utah.
Yeah.
But they chose to leave Las Vegas. I don't know why they chose to leave Las Vegas.
I think they had a pretty good setup there in Las Vegas. Unless the only thing I could figure out is maybe the cost of living was too much for them. You know, and maybe they couldn't.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But
did you see that one? Who was it? Somebody got catfished.
It was Mary.
Mary.
Mary got catfished. Yeah, she was kind of dumb about it, though.
Yeah, she was.
Well, you know what? She thought she was. Well, sorry. She thought she was dealing with a man.
Right.
What if you're a married woman?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Messaging and fooling around with what you think is another man. So to me, you know, she's trying to cheat and she got caught, basically.
Oh, that's right, Mary. Or that's right, Beth. It was after the shooting at Mandalay Bay.
Oh,
that's kind of what they were thinking.
Oh,
about.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I can see
so the
that.
Vegas culture changed too much for the kids. Yeah. I don't know. I you know, in a big city, you're going to have those potential, you know, I mean, there's a lot more potential as far as, you know, things happening.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the reason they went there in the first place, because they're supposedly so strict and religious, but they had to go to Vegas where anything goes in order to have their lifestyle accepted.
Yep. Yep.
So.
As Tom catfished.
Catfished.
If you don't know what catfish means,
look it up.
You better go look it up.
GOOGLE. Type that in your computer. Catfished. Yep. It'll tell you all about it.
Fishing and picking earlier, he goes, a teen asked him for a yo-yo outside Walmart. I was like, I haven't played with a yo-yo since the 5th grade. Come to find out, yo-yo is cocaine.
Oh my God!
Really?
One time when I was managing the motel, I had a guest. It was Pride weekend, and I had a guest, and he was just friendly as heck. We got along really good, or whatever, and he was there for the weekend for Pride Festival, and he's like, do you smoke? And I was like, yeah, I smoke. And he's like, oh, okay, well, if I come up with you smoke with me, I'm like, sure, why not? You know. So I thought he meant cigarettes. So he came up later. He's like, you want to smoke? I was like, sure. And I said, you just want to step outside? He goes, you don't care if we just do it right here? I was like, no, I smoke outside all the time. That's where I smoke. You know?
Only
Anyway,
Nikki.
I thought he wanted to smoke a cigarette with me, you know, and just sit and chit chat. He's by
Oh my
himself.
God.
I thought he was bored.
He's like, what a freaking weirdo.
I wanted to smoke pot. I was like, oh, I don't smoke pot. But thank you. I said, I'll smoke my cigarette while you smoke your joint.
That's
Oh
funny.
my gosh. Only
That's how
Nikki.
naive I am. My daughter's still making fun of me that I called it hardcore drugs. I said, well, I meant because I smoke cigarettes, I drink alcohol, those are drugs, but I don't do anything worse than that, stronger than that.
Oh man.
See, and to me, I think alcohol is worse than pot.
Yeah, most
But
people say so, but
that's
I
just
can
how
handle
I see
alcohol
it.
a whole lot better than I can handle pot, apparently.
Alcohol does not like me. I would almost say that I'm allergic to alcohol. Now, I don't think I was before, but I think I am now. But it just depends on the person, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it depends on the time of your life too.
Yeah,
Like I think you're, you know, and your tolerance,
yeah.
how often you actually drink. I think that has a lot to do with it too.
Oh yeah, when I used to drink like a fish, I mean, I could drink anything. I could mix drinks, everything. But then now I don't drink that often. Very rarely actually. And now I get sick if I drink, usually if I drink too much.
Yeah.
Where I never used to get sick.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
You're so funny, Tom. He goes, what does fishing for catfish in the Mississippi River have to do with people in Vegas?
Get with it, Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
If I was ever going to live in a really big city, it would probably be Vegas.
Yeah.
Because I like that weather. I like the heat.
Too hot there for me.
It wasn't too bad, the heat, but I just didn't care for this city. I would never go back.
Yeah.
Is
Like,
everything
I wouldn't go back on vacation or anything.
Vegas is an experience. I mean, I was only there for a short time, like when I was truck driving, I was only there for the night, and I kind of rushed through everything, but I really enjoyed this one bar where it had dueling pianos.
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed that. I won $150
Oh, cool.
in Reno, not in Vegas, in Reno at a truck stop. But other than that, yeah, I think Vegas would be fun to go back to just to enjoy the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a gambler, so you know that's not that big of a deal to me. But Vegas, I enjoyed the shows and stuff when I was there for the short time that I was there.
I was there 3 times for conventions, and I don't know, it just wasn't my thing, but I'm not a gambler. I'm not in a
Yeah.
you know, I'm not really a casino type person, so.
Well, and that's the thing about Vegas is there's so much more than just gambling there, you know, and that's what appealed to me
Yeah.
was that you could actually enjoy yourself and not have to gamble, you know.
Yeah.
There's just so much going on at all times.
It's true. We saw some good shows and
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, I just found myself in that one bar at one of the casinos. I don't even remember which one it was.
Be right back. I
And
gotta pee.
they were doing that dueling pianos, and I just enjoyed it immensely. I just sat
yeah.
there the rest of the night and just enjoyed myself drinking Coke.
That's one of the reasons why I like cruises is because, you know, there are different things on the cruise that you can do. You don't have to just
Yeah.
sit there and, you know, and watch the watch the water.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things you can do on the ship and that's
Yeah,
why
I like cruising.
I haven't been for a while, probably Probably a good 12, about 12 years.
I've never been on a cruise other than the Vista cruise that goes around Lake Superior.
I
But
bet
that's
it'll
just,
be cruises will be cheap for a few years
yeah.
after this. I don't know.
Yeah, I need to get all the information on that cruise so we can
Oh,
start getting that planned.
We're thinking
Yeah.
May of 2021, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, because we want to have at least a good year to
Yeah.
split up the payments. You know, pay your deposit and split up the payments and
I thought Tom was in
everything,
charge
so.
of that. Todd.
He was.
Tom.
Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, the only problem with it is that we start paying this stuff and then all of a sudden it gets shut down again because the coronavirus came back or whatever.
Well,
Once they started opening stuff up.
that is true. That's
I'm not
a
going to book the cruise
possibility.
until after they start opening stuff up and we know what's going on. You know what I mean? We have a better idea of
Yeah.
how the country's going to handle opening back up. So I told a friend of mine the other day, you know, they're talking about starting to open stuff up slowly. I said that's when we're going to have to start wearing our masks because
Yeah.
people will be coming out of the woodwork that are sick. And
Aren't you wearing masks now?
no,
No.
I bring it with me just in case the store is mandatory that you wear it, but no, I don't.
We
I have
have
one,
to.
but I bring it with me.
I thought that New York City just said everything there was going to be closed down. I think more of their entertainment district and all of that events through June anyway.
Yeah.
Are they on the better end of it now, or?
You know, there are people that have the virus. Those numbers were actually down yesterday.
Oh, that's good.
It looked like, you know, and that was just one day. I've kind of been trying to really just kind of pay attention to the amount of people that are being, you know, tested positive for it, and then also the deaths, and you know, just trying to see if there's like even just a slight decline, you know, to maybe show if there's some kind of you know, a flat line or, you know, a flat part of the curve where it's kind of declining a little bit. But I really haven't seen that quite yet.
Not yet.
I thought they said in New York their new hospitalizations are down.
Oh.
Right. Well, the hospitalizations may be down, but the actual people that are, you know, because just because you have it doesn't mean you're in the hospital.
Right. But isn't the concern the only reason that we're shut down everywhere is because the concern is over hospitals being overrun? Right?
No, not necessarily.
I thought that was the whole deal. That the
No,
flatten the curve.
They're just trying to slow down the people
they
that are
don't.
getting it.
The reason why things are shut down is because people that have it are going into stores and getting in close quarters with other people and spreading it.
Right, but the idea being that it's a virus, then we don't normally shut down for a virus, but this one, they don't want to overwhelm the hospitals with hospitalizations at one time. So the flatten the curve was not necessarily to lower the number of deaths, but to spread it out over a long period so the hospitals weren't overwhelmed at any one point in time. No?
Yeah. I don't know.
You know what? They keep changing their stories anyway.
I think
Morning, Patty.
You know, my theory is, since this has been here, it's probably mutated about 3 or 4, 5 times, maybe more than that.
You said.
So it's not even It's not even what they were originally, because every day I'm seeing, that some of the symptoms have changed. That there's other additional, there's rashes and there's lesions and there's, things that are happening now that didn't happen before.
Blood
So
clots.
it's crazy. I don't know what they're going to do about it. I'm hoping that once maybe it gets warm, that it'll kind of almost die off, kind of just
Mhm.
kind of go back where it came from and just kind of decline significantly. But like they were saying, next when winter comes around next year, be ready for the second wave.
If they don't come up
But
with a vaccine
I
by
don't know.
then.
I don't know. And with it mutating so much,
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
vaccine's not going to do anything.
I don't know. I think this is a lot bigger than what we know about. Because I definitely don't think that we know everything that's going on. So
For that.
Then I read that there are lots of hospitals that are laying off people and that are cutting their
sure.
doctors' pay.
Yep.
Because they're just not busy.
Yeah, I mean,
And
they've cut all the
they make their money.
non-essentials.
Right. They make their money off those elective surgeries, and
Sure.
they're not happening.
Sure.
So I think
My governor, she did another order for because there is more African Americans getting sick than, or it's a high percentage,
Mm-hmm.
and where it's more populated, there is more of a high percentage of African Americans down there.
Mm-hmm.
And so she made up some organization task force thing to deal with just that alone. Like if you are African American and you have low income or whatever, they want to make sure that you're being able to be tested and treated.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't really understand, because I think that should go for everybody.
Yeah.
That's what the freaking president said.
Well,
I
don't know. I think if you have maybe there's a lot of people out there that don't necessarily know that, to get treated and tested and everything is, that's covered. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you can't just go get tested.
Mm-mm.
No.
You have
No.
to call your doctor. You have to have some kind of, so say you're a person who, especially like that in the African American community, who may not have a primary doctor, who may not have a health insurance, who may, every time they're sick, go to a urgent health care or something like that. So where are they going to even go? You have to have a doctor's okay to get tested. So
Right.
Yeah. Shirley says overnight there was a lot of new information, some crazier than other. It's strange. And now I read something about that they didn't use as many ventilators as they thought they would. And then some feel that the ventilators are actually causing more harm than good.
Oh, great.
And because something about it causes inflammation that leads to blood clots. And they believe that people are better off treated with like anticoagulants, that some of the breathing problems that people were having was not that they were being put on ventilators, was like pulmonary embolism or so they're just dealing with it the way they can. My niece is a nurse and she said one thing they found that has really worked for them is to keep changing the position of the patients. So they have teams that will go, and every hour or 2 hours, I don't know what the time frame is, but they literally turn the patient on their stomach. Then they turn these are people who, these are ventilated people who are on the what do they call intubated, who are on the ventilators, that they find it is so much better. Their outcome is so much better if they keep turning them, that for some reason turning them is better for the lungs and clears
Well,
them.
if they're on a ventilator, then they're possibly comatose.
Possibly, yeah. And they're just turning them, turning them and turning them, and they're finding that really helpful. I think they're just flying by the seat of their pants. They're trying everything.
They're trying everything that they can think of that might help.
Mike's saying higher population density, more public transit. One thing that no one is talking about, African Americans don't make enough vitamin D3, and I've read that too. That they're saying that that low vitamin D is one reason that the virus is spreading, that people are less immune to it because of low vitamin D. But you're shutting people in their houses. People aren't getting out. People aren't out in the sun. I really feel like I really feel strongly that closing up the parks and the outdoor spaces is wrong. I really do. I don't see the harm in going out and being able to walk outdoors and walk on the beach and walk in the park.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. But like somebody was saying, because I was like, why would they close down campgrounds and stuff? You're going there with your family. You're staying in your own spot. I mean, how often do you really mingle with the people at campgrounds? But everybody's telling me it's because they just don't want people traveling.
They don't want people going from right. And I do get that. They've shut down all rentals, all camp, all of that. But for the people that are here to not allow you to go to the park, to not allow, it just doesn't make any sense to me. We've been trying to get outside too. We're just walking around in the neighborhood.
I think here our golf courses and stuff have opened or are going to open.
All of our state parks and all of that are open.
Yeah. Really? You would have thought.
I think they said our beaches were going to be open too. I mean, obviously we've got plenty of time before all that happens because it's so cold here yet, but.
Yeah, one thing I've also read is about New York is they never shut down public transportation, and that they feel like
shut it down here either.
That's really where a lot of it's breeding in New York anyway, is on the subway, and I don't know how many people are using public transportation. I guess people in necessary jobs. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shirley says Michigan governor had refused to let doctors use the meds that are working elsewhere. I did read that she did ban that one drug, hydrochloro, whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah, our smelting is open to only the residents here.
What's open to just the residents?
Smelting season.
Oh.
Smelt fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Which that'll tick a lot of people off, because a lot of people come here and smelt and then they sell it in their areas, you know.
Yeah, I think it's like, no, a friend of mine, her husband, they were both sick and he tested positive, and they told her they didn't test her because they're just assuming if she's sick in the same household, she has it too. So they only test one person in the family. But the only place he was in the past few weeks was out to the grocery store. So did he get it out there before they started having people wear masks? I don't know. We've been wearing the masks when we go out to the grocery store.
Yeah, honestly here it doesn't like Whole Foods Co-op now just made it so mandatory that all their employees wear masks now. But none of the stores have been made it mandatory that everybody wears a mask. And honestly, I think there's more people not wearing masks than there are people wearing masks around here. I'm surprised. I thought there would be a lot more people wearing masks. I mean, like you go to Whole Foods, now they're all kind of, and nothing against Whole Food shoppers, but I'm just saying they're kind of in the where they want to be healthy, you know,
Right.
and
They're
stuff. And
more, yeah.
they're kind of crazy about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little more, not crazy about it, but a little more up on it, you know. So the more you see more people in Whole Foods wearing masks, but like regular grocery stores and Walmart and stuff, yeah. We were at Fleet Farm the other day, nobody was wearing masks.
Yeah. Here it's mandatory. I feel like that's got to be the way back for states that are opening up. I feel like they're going to have to put that in place. Open up
Yeah.
and allow people to go back to work, but make the masks mandatory.
Yeah. And that's why I think now they're gonna, once they start opening things up, yeah, I definitely think that we're gonna have to start wearing the masks more.
Yeah.
Because like people are so antsy to get out, they're just gonna be like, oh, I'm sick, but I still got to get out of the house. You know what I mean? I feel like that's gonna happen. So I think I'll start wearing my mask once they start more opening stuff. Because right now everybody's kind of scared of it. They're wanting things to get back to normal, so people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. But once they start getting a little taste of freedom and they start opening stuff back up, people are going to start being more negligent and not, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I figure once they start opening stuff back up, that's probably when we're going to need to start really wearing our masks and really using the hand sanitizer and stuff like that, because
Yeah, just for your own protection. I mean,
yeah.
things are not going to be normal. People, things are
Okay.
not going to go back to normal, but I think people need to get back to work. Businesses need to be able to open.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I know of businesses that have already said they won't be opening again. That's you. It's not sustainable.
No.
You have to let businesses open again.
Yep.
So.
Well, that's like here in Duluth, you know, they closed down the two main events that we have every year. One is Grandma's Marathon. That brings people from all over the world here. And they closed that down. And I mean, there's going to be a lot of businesses, a lot of motels and a lot of restaurants that depend on that income every year that are probably going to be shut down.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
they
know?
may not ever be able to recover. It's just.
And I think Blues Festival has been canceled too. I've heard rumors of that. I haven't actually seen anything official, but I've heard that it has already been shut down. And that's in August.
I think we'll find that in the near future, I think people are just going to go back to the norm.
Yeah.
I think people are just going to, you know, everything is going to get laxed, and it's, you know, and it's going to be, you know, and hopefully with the warmer weather, hopefully the virus, you know, maybe it'll get, you know, dormant, you know. I mean, it's not going to go away, but I think it'll be dormant. But and then eventually it's going to come back, you know. So I don't know.
Now this is probably going to end up like flu. You know, people aren't scared of the flu. You know, even though it kills many people every year, people aren't scared of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, once they get a thing. I mean, I remember when meningitis. Geez, that was probably. Let's see, Brandy's 27 today, so she was probably about 3, I think, at the time. And there was a meningitis outbreak. We were down in southern Minnesota, and they just had everybody go to the armories and vaccinated everybody for meningitis.
Right.
I
mean, I wish there was something that they could do like that, you know, and because it got it under control, you know.
Right. Unfortunately, there's no vaccine yet. And I mean, the flu kills tens of thousands of people every year with vaccines. So
yeah.
I mean, isn't each strain the flu vaccine doesn't cover every strain of the flu, obviously.
No.
No. And they say,
Sally.
you know, the vaccine isn't going to make it so you don't get it. They just say that the flu vaccine makes it so you don't get it as bad.
Right.
And honestly, I used to get the flu vaccine every year when I worked for FedEx. And I remember I was sick a lot less when I got my flu shot during the year than on years that I didn't take the flu shot. And then I stopped having the flu shot and I was sick. I had the flu 3 times last year.
Wow.
Last flu, not this last flu season, but the season before. This flu season, I got my flu shot and I didn't have it. I got a cold, a really bad cold.
What'd you sell?
What?
I didn't sell anything. I'm trying to wake you up. I'm trying to wake you up.
Like,
So
what
I'm
is
a
she
firm believer
doing?
in the flu vaccine.
Nikki's talking is putting me to sleep.
But Nikki, isn't the medication you're on affect your immune system?
Me, yeah.
Yeah. So see,
That's
have
why
a
I got
lower. Yeah.
That's another reason why I got the flu shot.
Mike says, really shows how fragile this society is. If most people miss work for a month and they are done, that really, I mean,
yeah,
that is, and that's reality. People live paycheck
well, yeah.
to paycheck.
Really and truly, yeah. Most
Yeah.
people are only 1 or 2 paychecks away from losing everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I know somebody who they have every cent right down to the cent on payments. And if anything was to happen to them, well,
Yeah.
something did happen to them. He got sick and he was in the hospital for a little while and they had to miss a lot of work and stuff. Now they're kind of feeling the pinch. I mean, they're not losing everything, but if they don't live properly right now, they will.
Yeah.
Hopefully they had some stuff to sell to keep going. But yeah, a lot of people live that way.
We're really fortunate that we were able to, that the post office stayed open, that we're able to still sell and do what we do. I mean, we're really lucky.
Yep.
Yep.
Definitely. And maybe that's how a lot of people, with the Macari advertisements and everything, maybe that's how a lot of people got by. They seen that and they were like, hey, I can go clean out my closet and sell a couple of things. Maybe I can, make a little bit of money. And maybe that opened their eyes to say, hey, maybe I could do this. Since I lost my job, maybe I can just do this and, make it work. I mean, that's a very good possibility.
I talked to a lot of people out and about that were like Instacart workers and DoorDash workers that have never done it before, but they're doing it now because they lost their jobs.
Yeah. Yep. So
I think we're going to have a ton of new resellers.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Well, that's one of your first instincts is when the going gets tough, you start looking at shit you can sell,
Yeah.
So I'm sure a lot of people have thought about that and said, oh shit, what do I have to sell? I can get rid of this and this,
Yep. That's very true.
Because that's our first instinct, Me, I went out and bought a $1,400 phone.
Just bought a GoPro. Yeah.
Yep. So I went out and bought a camera and all the fixings with it. So we're trying to stimulate something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is way more phone than I need, but oh my God, I love it.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
What phone did you get?
I got the big one, the S20 Ultra 5G.
Oh my gosh.
I got the big one.
That's like having your computer in your hand.
Yeah, it's the creme de la creme.
It's not the one that's a flip phone, right?
No,
Okay.
it's not. It's not the one that's a tablet. No, I decided against that one because they had so many problems with it. and stuff. I don't even know if they're. I knew they took it off the market. I don't know if they put it back on the market or not. But anyways,
Okay.
we had so many problems with it. I was kind of scared of waiting for that one. But
Yeah, that makes
there was
sense.
supposed
I
to
haven't
be a
even.
new one. There was supposed to be a new note coming out this spring, but it didn't because of everything that's going on. So then I just went with this one.
Yeah.
I honestly, people that are iPhone users are going to this phone because of the camera. It's like the other day we were at my dad's house, standing on his back veranda, and we were looking through the woods because there's no leaves right now, over into Riverside, which is probably, as the crow flies, it was probably maybe if you went as the crow flies, maybe a quarter of a mile. Anyways,
Uh-huh.
we were looking like you could, if I wanted to look in people's windows, I could have at the
Wow.
Zoom. We
Nice.
actually saw a street sign. Now, you know how small a street sign is? We
Mhm.
were seeing street signs with my camera,
Wow.
reading them. Yeah. I mean, all we could see was that there was a green street sign in the distance,
Mhm.
but or a green in the distance, and of course the color of the green, it looked like the green of a sign. So we're like, oh, let's zoom in on that sign, and yeah, we ended up seeing it. It was probably about a quarter of a mile away, but yeah, it was. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool camera. It's got, well, it's four cameras, and you know, it's pretty amazing.
That's
I
awesome.
had the Samsung Galaxy Note 5, which was put out what 5 years ago, and I got it when it first was put out.
Right.
I had my phone for 5 years, and that thing was so sluggish and so, oh my god. When I first started using this one, I was like, man, this phone is faster than I am. Yeah, it was definitely night and day. I could definitely tell a difference because my phone was so old and decrepit that yeah. But like everybody said, I felt guilty buying a phone for that much money because I'm like, how do I put my head around spending $1,400 on a cell phone? But I run my whole business with it. I do everything on it in my life.
Yeah.
So, and my last one lasted me 5 years, so it's not like every year I'm going to get a new phone.
Right. Yep.
Even my dad, El Chico, told me that I did that. So, usually, if I spend too much money on something, he's usually the first one to tell me I was dumb. But no, he agreed with my purchase.
Well, that's good.
It's past dad, so
I got
What?
I got a new phone too.
Sally got a new phone too.
It's it was a Samsung Galaxy something AE10 or something. It's a
Is it a smartphone?
oh yeah.
Nice. There you go. Do you like it all right?
Yeah. I could take square photos.
Nice.
yeah. I can take square photos with mine too. I was excited to see that.
That makes a big difference.
Yeah.
That makes really that makes all the difference in the world. I mean, it really does help your photo taking abilities.
I was like, oh, this is what Hank was telling me about.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I got it, Hank.
Yeah, that
You
makes
know, and I thought of that too. Why couldn't I have gotten a cheaper phone? I mean, aren't these phones just as good as
Can't
any
hear
other
you.
one?
It sounds like you got your phone between your legs or something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me with the wrong set of lips?
You sound like you're like, yeah. It sounds like it's like stuck somewhere.
Is it better now?
No.
Hold on, let me look here. Hear me and my fancy phone. I think I pushed something. I don't know what I pushed.
That sounds a little better now. You took it out wherever it was.
I was hoping somebody would call me.
I'm
and
just
invite
saying.
me.
Yay, we're laughing. That's great.
Oh,
I'm glad we're laughing.
is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just don't put it back where it was.
I liked it better there.
I'm sure you did. Take it off a vibrate and it'll be okay.
Oh my God.
They post my number. Everybody call me. No?
I know. I shouldn't have said that.
She's like,
Oh,
it's a multi-purpose phone.
I'm just,
I
spewing.
could use it as a personal vibrator too.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
So
brand
great, just
phone
for
is
you.
that?
Huh?
Oh my gosh. See, got you guys all riled up now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I don't know. I kind of like Nikki a little muted, but that's just me.
Not so loud.
Oh, just kidding, Nikki.
So what's everybody doing today? Listing?
Yes.
Yes.
Listing. Yep.
I got some jewelry I'm gonna be listing. So
I got my
Yeah.
box from my wholesale box, so
Ooh, are you
Oh,
doing a
good.
haul?
I've listed.
You gonna do a haul video?
No.
haul video. We need a haul video.
Haul video.
No, I'm not gonna do a haul video.
Maggie. Come on.
I'm happy with what I got though.
That's good.
Yeah. I don't know that I would have bought a regular size box, but because the brands are kind of, ordinary, but I know with plus size, I'll be able to sell them just based on the style of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was happy. With
So
what I got.
based on what you think, I know it's kind of hard with like offers and stuff like that, but based on what you spent, what do you think you make on it?
Well, it averaged out with shipping and everything. It averaged out to be about $4.50 per piece,
Okay.
which is more than I would like to pay for brands like I think I've got some Style & Co. I've got some Alfani.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got Celebrity Pink jeans, which I don't think they're particularly high end, but
So you got some fast fashion.
yeah, I've got
Kind of.
some stuff that I'll list.
I like fast fashion.
Yeah, I got some stuff that I'll probably only list in, like Karen Scott, I'll probably only list in the $15 range. And then I've got a few things that I'm going to list. I think the jeans maybe $25 to $30 range.
Cool.
So I should do good. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll do well. So maybe once I start selling stuff, I'll show kind of what I paid and what I sold it for. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean,
good.
I don't know that I would continue doing it once the thrift shop's open and I can do my own thing. I don't think it would substitute for but for now when I don't have anything, I'm pretty pleased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're getting your inventory or your clothing inventory,
my clothing inventory
is going down. So, I can't say that.
Valerie, we should get together. You should send me a box. Put together a box and give me a price. I'll take it off your hands.
I have a lot. And a lot is just like right here, but I have a whole storage unit full. Not full, but I mean, I've got a lot of stuff. So that I'm gonna get that work through. This summer is gonna be the year for that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
This is the time right now that you need to start selling those boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm serious. If you have stuff you want to get rid of,
okay,
put together a box. Give me a price. I'll be happy to take it.
Okay.
I did discover Macari. I didn't realize it's a little sneaky with their shipping. If you choose their general $4.99 shipping, where it says recommended, just press that $4.99 button. Then you have to pay that $4.99 shipping. I didn't realize that. So I went in and changed it all so that they pay the $4.99
Yeah.
shipping. It's a little sneaky the way they do
Yeah.
that, the recommended shipping. But also, I'm cross posting a lot of my older stuff from Poshmark over there.
That's good. That's good.
I
And then
bought
I'm hosting the 10 o'clock party tonight, so I'm trying to line up my host picks so that tonight I can just post them and not have to. No one is talking.
what are you talking about, Nikki? We're talking.
We're all talking.
No,
You're-
no one's
you're-
talking in the chat. I just wanted to see if my chat was working.
Oh.
I'm listening. Nobody's chatting. I thought it was weird.
They're just listening to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I bought a wig head bundle. Supposed to have a head, a wig, a tiara, and a pair of glasses.
uh-huh.
And I know this wasn't in the description before, but it's okay. So the whole description says all this for one price. So if you just want to cut hair, this will work. The hair is synthetic, no lace, but very long. It looks real. The wig is never worn, but just don't need this stuff. Not the vintage glasses, they are sold. That part I don't remember seeing at all. Oh, I almost choked on my licorice.
So it's a little deceptive.
Yeah, that end part I don't remember reading at all.
Huh.
I remember everything else, but
Yeah.
not that end part.
Huh.
Because I really wanted those glasses too.
Yeah. That's kind of weird that they would.
Because I probably could have sold those glasses for
Yeah.
as much as I'm buying them for.
Yeah, I mean, you may reflect that in their,
Yeah.
you know, send them a message saying, I remember everything, but, you know, it says everything for one price, and then, you know, the vintage glasses are gone. But
Yeah, and they're in the pictures too.
But, you know, like when you see something staged, that's kind of the weird thing about Poshmark is that, did you buy it on Poshmark?
Mercari.
Oh, you bought it on Mercari. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, like on Poshmark, they do that because they basically stage the, you know, the picture, but in the listing, it only shows, you know, that the pants, the jeans are the only thing for sale, but they staged it, you know, with the whole outfit.
Right.
So, yeah.
But it says on there wig head bundle.
Right.
So, you know, it's a bundle.
Right.
And so, I mean, I'm not going to say that I didn't read the listing because I always read the listing.
Right.
And I know for a fact that that wasn't in there.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they were able to
go back
change
and
it,
revise it, edit it,
or
something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well,
what?
the time has come.
What, to go take a nap?
Yes.
No.
Nap for the devil. No naps.
No naps today. No naps today. I'm kind of thinking about going for a walk, but I'm not sure yet. I have to give myself a little bit of time to talk myself out of it.
Go for a walk. It'll be good for you.
I know.
Get
I
some
know.
fresh air in those lungs.
I need to get out there.
I'm hoping that I get at least one kind of warm day And by
Right.
kind of warm, I'd say 60s at least.
Yeah.
And I want to go in the garage.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Get some of that stuff out of there.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to some warmer weather.
I don't know.
You got your grabber ready, Sally, so you don't have to dig in boxes to find the mice.
Oh.
Critters. Critters. All right.
I'm gonna play the weirding way sound before I start walking around. I'm gonna play it on my phone.
You're gonna what?
Have you ever watched the movie Dune?
No.
No.
What?
Mm-mm.
It
No.
has Sting in it.
No.
Oh my God. You need to watch the movie Dune.
Never seen it.
Oh my God. So anyways, there's a thing they call the weirding way. It's a sound that they can make with their
Okay.
voice, and it allows them to shoot lasers at people.
No thanks.
It's freaking awesome.
Wow.
Okay. So just with the sound of their voice.
Okay.
So anyways, they call it the weirding way. But so what I was saying was it's like a sound that I put on that I have on my phone or whatever that like defers
Uh-huh.
pests and stuff.
Oh.
Deters, not defers.
All right.
I know what I'm talking
Well,
about.
I have to try that. I'll have
Go
to try
watch
that.
Dune. What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
It's a good movie and it's got Sting in it.
Okay. All right. I'll try it.
It's
All right.
so
Well, everybody, get your weirding way sounds out. And hope everybody has a great day. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.